Okay, so here's example number 2. Now, example number 2, I've thrown a couple things in here just so that they don't confuse you in the textbook. So it says I start with an initial velocity of 10 meters per second, and then this. This is just telling me I'm going east. Doesn't really affect the question very much, but we aren't getting used to using directions because it is a vector. So quite often they'll do this. So we need to get used to that, right? So we'll start with our given. So I got V1. V1 is going to be 10 meters per second. Excellent, no problem. And then it says at a rate of 5 meters per second squared. The units hint at this. Those units are telling me that is acceleration. So I know that must be my acceleration. Remember, the units are a huge hint. How long does it take to reach a final velocity, or a V2 of 25 meters per second? So excellent. Sorry about the bad writing. I'm using a weird tablet thing and I'm still getting used to it. Okay, so I look at these three and it wants me to know how long. That means I want to know the time, and then it asks for the distance as well. So we'll find that as well. So we'll start with the time though. I want to know what is the time. So let's find that time. Again, I'm going to pick an equation that has all of these in it plus the time. I know that that is this one. When you're doing these questions, just look at the list. The list will be in front of you and you can choose from it. Then I've written down my equation, very important. And then I'm going to substitute. Remember, I require you to write down the equation and substitute. So a lot of people just want to write down the substitution. I will take off part marks for that because I expect you to tell me the equation. That's part of your logic. Okay, so now I've got this. Now you'll notice these are add on this side. So if I move this 10 over, it will become subtract. So that's the first thing I'll do is I will subtract 10 from 25 because I want to simplify it. Again, if you can go straight to the answer, that is fine. 5 is multiplying by the t, so when I move it over, it will divide, and it will be 3. Now, sig fig wise, you'll notice this is my link. This guy has 3, this guy only has 2, and this guy has 3. I have to use the least digits for sig fig. So that means this would be it. It is a time. So based on these, I know it is seconds. So there we go. That will be my time. That doesn't look like an S, but that's what it's supposed to be. So I got 3 seconds. Okay, so we're going to do the second part, but I'm going to do it as another video because I have limits on my system. So watch the next video to find out the distance.